Welcome to the English session of this program. So, today this topic is slightly different from what we have been discussing in the last 3 days. It is also a part of Vaishnava behavior, but at the same time, it is something to be deeply meditated upon, thought about. So, the idea is devotees should never compare themselves with some other devotee, which all the time happens in our life. When we are corrected for certain mistakes, the first question that appears in my mind is, why only I am getting corrected? He is or she is doing the same mistake, why nobody is talking to them? Why only I am getting corrected? Or why only I am chastised upon the same mistake? Or even worse mistake somebody else, X, Y or Z have done. And why they are not getting corrected? Have you ever thought about like this? Anybody? Okay. Quite a few. So, Chaitanya Charitamrita beautifully explains each karma is different. We are all entirely different. The way we think, the way we behave, the way we dress up, the way we deal with things, everything is different from one person to another. In this whole creation, it is very difficult to find two people thinking alike, behaving alike, right? So karma is entirely different. So when devotees perform activities, the chastisement they get, the recognition they get, everything is different. When somebody is recognizing us, when someone is appreciating us, at that time we won't think these things. I am only getting appreciated. That devotee is working even harder than me. He is not getting appreciated. That time we won't think all these things. When somebody is scolding, we will be thinking, why I am only getting money? Right? When we get undue respect, undue appreciation, we will never think that. How many of us have got appreciation which we really don't deserve? Only one, two. We all must have got. Some devotees would have appreciated us for our stupidity also. We must have done some useless, tiny thing. Somebody would have come and appreciated, Prabhuji, you did a wonderful job. At that time, yeah, I only did that. we immediately grab that appreciation, even though we don't deserve it. That undue appreciation, we simply take it up. At the same time, when there is a tiny chastisement, we immediately compare. Somebody is doing worse things than me. They are not getting any chastisement. I do get it. Right? So, in our devotional seva, when we are performing this devotional seva, a little bit of karma is also involved in it. When you take up Krishna consciousness fully, we will be telling you, don't worry, you surrender to Krishna 100%, all your karma is burnt. Right? That's how we market. But the reality is, a small percentage of karma still remains. Karma is in 3 categories. The karma in the form of a seed, karma in the form of bud, and the karma in the form of flower. Once again, in the form of seed, in the form of bud, and which is already flowered, right? So When you take up Krishna consciousness 100% sincerely, Guru burns the seed and the bud. But the thing which is already flowered, that is what I am now. Because of that karma, because of that fruit of that karma, I am so and so and so and so person's son. I live in this address. I have got this complexion. I have got this much height. My body weighs so much. My education is so much. Right? It is all because of that karma which already flowered. And Guru doesn't burn that. But the impact will be reduced. If that karma is burnt 100%, me, the soul, will not have relation with this body, and that is called liberation. That will happen only on the last day. Is this point clear? You understood properly? The karma, it is like arrow inside the quiver, then the arrow on the bow, and the arrow which is already shot. Guru burns the arrow inside the quiver. Guru burns the arrow in the bow. But the arrow which is already shot, right? Guru reduces the speed of it. It is not completely stopped. The moment it gets completely stopped, and that day is called the liberation. Then the karma which is completely flowered, if that karma burns 100%, that is called liberation. Is this point clear? Is it clear? Some amount of karma is involved. So devotee should never compare himself with another devotee, because his package is entirely different from my package. Don't compare. He's entirely has got a different karma track. He may get punishment for something else, he may get appreciated for something else. Without doing anything, he would have become a big, in India, this Abhishek Bachchan, very big superstar. You know about this guy? Abhishek. Why he became a superstar? Amitabh Bachchan, that's all. If you would have taken birth as Amitabh Bachchan's son, you would have become Abhishek Bachchan. That's all it is. His karma. Can we compare that with our... See, I am a very good actor. I do acting far better than him. But nobody recognizes me. What to do? That's his karma. He is enjoying. So, two devotees should never compare their karma with another one. Because his package is 100% different from my package. He may get appreciation for something else, I may get appreciation for something else. He may get scolding, chastisement for something else, I may get chastisement for something else. Is it clear? So when you get some kind of appreciation or chastisement, don't compare that Prabhuji is doing worse than me, why nobody is scolding him, only I get all the scoldings. Don't compare, it is your karma, eat it. That's it, right? And Krishna burns. He controls the speed. Devotees say, Prabhu, I'm chanting and I'm a devotee for 20 years. Still this bad thing happened to me. It would have become even worse. Krishna has reduced it. We are not able to see what it is going to come. Right? So it is very, for example, I'll give you a crude thing. A man is getting married to a woman, husband and wife, and after some time they have compatibility issues. It is very natural. A man from a completely different culture, different background, different thinking process, everything different. Getting married to a lady, she's from entirely different background and completely different thing. You put these two people inside a box, how it will be? If somebody says, we are living and there is no opinion difference at all. He is my prince and I am his princess. All blah blah. It doesn't work like that. It doesn't work. There will be always opinion differences. There will be arguments. It is natural. If somebody is coming and complaining, like sometimes Matajis come and complain. Oh, my husband is not at all sensitive. He doesn't. That means they are leading a natural, normal family life. Don't go and interfere in that. Right? So suddenly what happens, the third person get very inspired. He said, he will put his nose and the nose will get cut. If somebody is complaining that my husband is not okay, my husband is complaining wife is not okay, you should think they are leading a normal life. Don't put your nose inside that. It is a very natural thing, right? Even Krishna got complaints about Rukmani, Rukmani has got complaints about Krishna. It's a very natural thing. We should never interfere. Okay, anyway, so now these two people are joining and the husband finds out this lady is not matching for him. It all happens as per karma. There is a whole list of Matajis for this Prabhu. You can name Shanti, Gomati, Revati, Kavit, whatever it is, blah blah, you can have this thing. As per karma, he is getting the first person who is 100% matching. And in the list, the next person is 90, 80, 70, 60, 40, it goes down like that. So it all happens as per karma. This X and Y getting married and they find life is very difficult. So they divorce. What will happen? 90% will come now. And you divorce that, even 60, 70 will come now. So it will be even worse than the first one. You got the point? You could understand? I know you won't agree, but that's the reality. That's how things work, right? So every one of us, we enjoy and suffer our own karma. When we take up Krishna consciousness sincerely, that whole backlog of karma gets burned, and what I am experiencing now, the effect of it is reduced to a very good extent. Is it clear? See, in Chaitanya Charitamrita, two different instances are there. Two Haridasas, totally three Haridasas there in Chaitanya Charitamrita. One Haridas is completely Param Bhagavata, Namachari Haridas started. We are talking about other two Haridas. One is in Chota Haridas, you must have heard this, Junior Haridas in Chaitanya Charitamrita. Another one Haridas is a servant of Lord Chaitanya who accompanied Lord Chaitanya throughout the 6 years of South Indian journey. So totally two Haridas, right? So let us see what happened with the two Haridas. So the first Haridas, who's a secretary, who's an assistant of Lord Chaitanya. When Lord Chaitanya moved from one place to another, everywhere when during his travel in South India, he used to meet so many scholars, great pandits, and he used to meet devotees also, great Vaishnavas, and he used to meet Vaishnavas from different sampradayas. He used to meet different kind of people he used to meet. But Lord Chaitanya, by his mercy, he will influence every one of them to chant Hare Krishna. Maybe a beggar, maybe a brahmana, maybe a scholar, a pandit, king, whoever he may be. Simply by the influence of Lord Chaitanya's mercy, they will all become devotees. And finally, Lord Chaitanya came to Kanyakumari. You must have heard this place, Kanyakumari. And from Kanyakumari, he entered Kerala. The worst state, which did not accept Lord Chaitanya. So, the great Brahman community, they are called Bhattatris. If you read Madhya Leela of Chaitanya, you will come across this story. The great Bhattatris, Brahmanas, generally Brahmanas will have shika on the back. They all have got a ponytail on the back. And these Brahmanas are special category, they will have in the front. Even in the shika, they have got ego, they have got front shika like that. If you go to Kerala, you can see them. Bhattatris, all will be having shika here. It will look funny also, but anyway, they've got it. So the Bhattatris had a severe argument with Lord Chaitanya. They believe Brahman is supreme. And Lord Chaitanya argued with them. Devotees never like when somebody says Krishna is Brahman. The moment if a shloka says Krishna is Brahman or something related to Brahman, Prabhupada will be writing 4 pages purport to it. He gets very angry and he smashes Mayavadi. Anybody says, it is very simple to understand. Suppose I come and tell you, what is this? Your daughter looks very ugly. How will you feel? Will you feel okay? Oh, look at her nose. bad it is. If somebody comes and says that your children or somebody whom you love so much looks ugly, we get wild. In the same way, Vaishnavas get wild if somebody comes and says the beautiful Lord doesn't have a form. He doesn't have eyes. He doesn't have hand. He doesn't have leg. Somebody says that devotees get hurted so much. Prabhupada will write 4 pages then. That's it. Smashing Mayavadi philosophy. So this Bhattatri is like saying Brahman is supreme, and Lord Chaitanya argued, debated with them and convinced them, and not convinced, proved them that the Lord is a beautiful Shyama Sundara person. Very handsome he is. He has got eyes like that lotus petal shape, extending up to the ears. There is a discussion, there is a description why the Lord's eye is extended up to the ears. One day the Lord was sleeping, Krishna was sleeping, his ear and eyes both started discussing. They both started speaking. The ear told, I am the most merciful part of the Lord, and the eye asked why, So the ear said, anybody who chants God's Krishna's name, whether he may be a Shudra, Chandala, Ajamila, anyone, any low class person, even a sinner, Papi, anybody who chants Krishna's name, I give them liberation. The Lord's ear said, I grant them, unconditionally I grant them liberation. Then the eye said, yeah, you can do only that much. I will grant liberation to those people who chant and who don't chant also. So I am more merciful, right? I will give liberation to any living entity who comes right in front of me. That's why taking darshan of the Lord is very important. Any living entity comes in front of me, I grant them liberation. So in the argument, I won the argument. Ear will give liberation only to the people who chant. I will give liberation to those people who chant and who don't chant also. So who won? Which part won? Eye or ear? I won. So I extended and took ear's area also. It conquered and acquired ear's area also. It's a beautiful inscription given by one of the Acharya. That's why Lord's eye is extended up to the ears, big one. Like Jagannatha's whole face is eye only. Very, right? So merciful, So beautiful Lord. He's got nice eyes extended up to the ears, and the eyebrows are all like dolphins. You can see the dolphins of the ocean. It go like that, and the Lord's eyebrows like that. And beautiful long ear. And the earlobe, there's a 2 nice earring in the shape of makara, fish. And when the Lord moves, it will move like that, tak. And the stones reflect on his cheek and it will shine the whole Gokula. So beautiful. And the Mayavadis come and say he doesn't have form. Will devotees get hurt or not? They will get hurt very badly. Right? So Lord Chaitanya established to the Bhattatris, the Supreme Lord is a Shyama Sundara. He's got 3 bends in his body. He stands like this, he sleeps like this, he's like that. And Bhattatris, when they got defeated in the argument, they got hurt very badly. And all the other Pandits, they were all laughing looking at the Bhattatris. They were thinking Bhattatris are the very knowledgeable people. And today all of them got defeated and they all supported Lord Chaitanya. The whole citizens, they started chanting Krishna's name. So Bhattatris were deeply hurt. When the Lord was sleeping in the night, his assistant Haridas was also sleeping. They just took the Haridas away. He was a simple, weak-minded devotee. They took Haridas away and took him to a prostitute's house. Haridas, he was carried by the Bhattatris and they took him to a prostitute's house, and the prostitute allured him and attracted him, seduced him, and this Haridas was completely bewildered. He did not know what to do. Like a sharp person, he was just there. And Lord Chaitanya woke up and he saw Haridas is not there. And Lord Chaitanya ran to the place, lifted Haridas on his shoulders, and Lord Chaitanya ran away from that village itself. literally carrying his assistant servant on his shoulder, and the Lord ran away from that place. He did not stay there. Right? The Lord saved him. This illicit sex relation is a very dangerous thing. It may not be applicable in this assembly to speak about it, but it is always good to know about it. Because all the other three regulative principles is visible, so we may not do it. If you eat meat, some other devotee will notice. If we smoke and drink alcohol, somebody will come to know about it. If we gamble, somebody else may point it. But if we have this illicit relation, nobody is going to come and know about it. It is something goes on in the dark. And sometimes we have a demon within us. When we are all alone and when we are in the dark, it will slowly lift its head. That is what this illicit relation is. Haridas, who was with the Lord Chaitanya throughout for 6 years, taking association from the Supreme Lord, always serving the Lord, following the Lord, how he can get bewildered. Maya is very powerful sometimes. We may think I am a devotee, I am chanting Hare Krishna every day, I take prasadam and all. Still Maya can attack. It can also show its power. And Lord Chaitanya carried Haridas literally, ran from the place, saved him, and immediately he sent a letter to Lord Nityananda to send an assistant and handed over him, and that assistant took him, Ishana, took Haridas back to Navadvip and put him in the service of Mother Sachidevi. And Lord Chaitanya supervised everything, made sure that Haridas reached Navadvip and went to Sachimata's house and serving there. So much of care Lord Chaitanya did for that Haridas, because he was about to fall from spirituality. Lord felt for that person, protected Haridas, not Papu Haridas. This is the story of one Haridas who is assistant of Lord. Now you will see entirely contrary judgment for Chota Haridas. There is another devotee in Jagannath Puri. His name was Chota Haridas. He was a sannyasi, right? And Lord Chaitanya had very special 3 devotees: Swarup Damodar, Ramanand Rai, Sikhi Mahiti. They are 3 devotees who are very close to Lord Chaitanya, and Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu used to reveal the personal deep emotions of bhakti only to these 3 people. Lord Chaitanya will not reveal to all the devotees. He will reveal to Swarup Damodar, Ramanand Rai, Sikhi Mahiti. And Sikhi Mahiti had a sister called Madhavi. Only to these people Lord Chaitanya allowed or explained the deep emotions, deep love of Radha Krishna and all. He won't speak that to all of them, because these 4 people were 100% free of lust. They did not have something called lust in their heart. Ramanand Rai, Swarup Damodar Goswami, Sikhi Mahiti and his sister Madhavi Devi. Even Ramananda Rai will go and massage young girls with oil. He used to conduct beautiful drama. Beautiful pastimes of Krishna enacted, Kaliya, Leela, Ras Leela, everything. They will perform drama. So Ramananda Rai will handpick the young girls, Taruni, the beautiful girls between 14 and 18. He will handpick them and he will bathe them, polishing them with the oil, scented oil. Can a Vaishnava do this? Can we try this? We cannot do it, right? But Ramananda Rai did, and Lord Chaitanya approved it, right? He was all, not his wife, she's not his wife, all girls from different parts of the town, young girls, he handpicked them, polished them, massaged them, give them bathing, dressing them up, and they used to perform drama. And Lord Chaitanya revealed his heart to Ramananda Rai, revealed his heart to Swarup Damodar Goswami, Sikhi Mahiti, and Sikhi Mahiti's elder sister, an old lady called Madhavi. Very old Mataji she was. And one day, Chota Haridas went to beg rice for Lord Chaitanya. Junior Haridas, he's a sannyasi. He went around different houses and begged rice to cook for the Lord. And he reached Madhavi Mataji's house. And Madhavi Mataji is an elderly lady, not a young girl, elderly woman. And this Chota Haridas begged rice and she gave rice. And for just a moment, a tiny fraction of a second, Chota Haridas thought, what a beautiful lady she is. Just an insignificant part of thinking that is. What a beautiful lady she is. And he got that rice. And he came back and they offered, and Lord Chaitanya, the rice had a beautiful aroma and that's offered to Vishnu, and Lord Chaitanya was honoring prasad. He asked the devotees, who cooked this prasad? So some devotee came forward and Lord Chaitanya appreciated him so much. So much he appreciated the devotee who cooked the prasad. Then he asked the devotees who went for bhiksha, who collected this rice. Then devotee said, Chota Haridas collected this rice. Then Lord Chaitanya said, he should never ever come in front of me. I should never see him in this lifetime. And Chota Haridas got completely shocked. Imagine your spiritual master comes and tells you that I should never see you in this life. How hard it will be to accept. It is like, killing that person, That Chota Haridas was wondering why he didn't even realize, because the mistake which he did was just a fraction of a moment and it didn't strike him. And he was wondering why Lord Chaitanya didn't want to see me. Why he is banning me from the association. And he was crying and fasting. 3 days, 4 days, 1 week Haridas was fasting, was not taking rain, not taking bath, not doing anything. All the devotees, they know he is a wonderful devotee. They all went and told Lord Chaitanya, including Swarup Damodar Goswami, his personal assistant, confidential assistant. They all went and told Lord Chaitanya, Haridas is a wonderful devotee. We don't know what mistake he has done. Oh Lord, we couldn't understand your Leela. Please explain, please take him back, otherwise he will commit suicide. We are not able to see him suffering. It's paining, it pains the heart, it hurts us. Then Lord Chaitanya said, if anybody recommends him, I will leave Puri and walk away from this place. They've never seen Lord Chaitanya being so serious and strict. Because he was more merciful to the fishermen, to women, to brahmanas, to Dijabandhus, fallen people. He was merciful to everyone. But Haridas is a wonderful devotee. Why Lord is being so rude with him, so strict with him? So they were scared to speak. So they went and called Paramananda Puri. Paramananda Puri is a god brother of Lord Chaitanya's Guru, means he's like Guru himself. So they went and told Paramananda Puri, this is what is happening. You please interfere and somehow solve this. Please beg to Lord Chaitanya. So Paramananda Puri came. The moment Lord Chaitanya saw Paramananda Puri, he went and bowed down at his feet. He's like a spiritual master and said, what order for me? How can I serve you? Lord Chaitanya asked. And Paramananda Puri said, what you have done to Haridas? He's killing himself, he's fasting. Why don't you take him back? Then the Lord said to Paramananda Puri, my dear teacher, you stay in Puri, I will leave Puri. And Lord Chaitanya walked away. That said, devotees did not know what to do because Lord is so serious. They never seen him so serious. And the Lord just walked away. So Paramananda Puri ran behind Lord Chaitanya, begged and put him back and told Haridas, we can't do anything. So you can understand the heart of Haridas. Haridas Thakur moved away from the vision of Lord Chaitanya. 1 year he waited. He was hiding. He will hide behind the trees, hide behind the hut, from distant place he will look at Lord Chaitanya. And without anybody's knowledge, from a far place he will pay namaskar, obeisances. because he is not supposed to come in front of the Lord. He will be hankering. He will be crying for the association of Lord Chaitanya. When the Supreme Person is right in front of him, he is not able to go and speak to him, mingle with him. Shri Shri Jagannath Baladev Subhadra Maharani. He is not able to associate. He is not able to serve the Lord. It is like, the heart became so heavy and every day he used to cry and beg. 1 year he waited. He was hiding. Lord Chaitanya did not refer his name at all. Completely he got devastated. He's broken into pieces. And without anybody's knowledge, he went to Prayag from our Jagannath Puri. He moved to Prayag and he committed suicide in the Triveni Sangam. He killed himself. Right? Then that's all. Devotees have never seen Haridas. And after many days, one day Lord Chaitanya asked Swarupada, okay, where is Haridas now? I am not able to see him. Where is he? Then the devotee said, you don't see him at all. And everybody is asking the other person, where is the devotee? Where nobody had seen him. Then some devotee from Prayag came and told he has committed suicide. That was a blow for the whole Vaishnava community. He has committed suicide. What a terrible pain he must have suffered. Right? Then they ran and came to Lord Chaitanya and they were shocked, they were shivering, they were crying. And they said, Haridas committed suicide. And Lord Chaitanya, you know what he did? He smiled and said, well done. The devotees were shocked. They asked, the Swarupada asked Lord Chaitanya, what is this Leela? Can you please explain to me? What is this Leela? We are not able to understand. Why we are punishing him so much? Then Lord Chaitanya in the night, he will go and sit in Jagannath Puri beach all alone and chant. Haridas in the form of Gandharva, he will come and sing. That too, he will not come in front of the Lord. He will hide and sing Krishna's name. Lord Chaitanya looked upon the sky and smiled. Haridas got liberated. Now the question is, you compare these two Haridas. Who really did the mistake? The first Haridas or the second Haridas? Who did the mistake really? First Haridas. His mistake was even more severe. He was there in the prostitute's house. He did not run away. He did not protest. And he was bewildered. And if Lord Chaitanya wouldn't have appeared there within moments, he must have fallen. But whereas the other Haridas, he did a mistake mentally for an insignificant second. And he repented and he corrected himself. And he went and committed suicide. He waited for 1 year. He went through all these things. But who got the real punishment? Who got the real punishment? See, never compare things because we don't understand. For us, it will look that the first Haridas did a severe mistake and the second Haridas got the severe punishment. It will look like that. Right? You all agree with this? Yes. But who got liberation first? Who got liberation first? Chota Haridas. So in that terms, who got the real blessing? Yes. It is very complicated, intricate thing. Suppose, imagine this is a crude example. Don't ask question on this example, okay? One of our senior devotee, very wonderful devotee. He has done seva for a long time. All of a sudden, he fell sick and there is no guarantee he will survive. What you will pray to Krishna? They are calling up and saying the devotee is sick, what you will pray? You will pray for his recovery or you will pray for him to go back to Krishna. What you will pray? Which is the best thing? Asking him to come back to this material world or sending him back? Which is the best thing? Go back. How many of us can pray like that? Can be very complicated. Right? So we always judge with the external factors. These two examples are very important. Both Haridas, Both of them did the same mistake related with women and illicit thought. Both were same, the situation was same, the mistake all same. But he got a complete protection and this person was completely banished from the association. And this person got liberation first. It is very tricky. We can never understand the performance, the connection, the leela of karma, how it works, the action and inaction of karma. So we should never compare ourselves with any other devotee. If you are doing it, you are doing a big mistake. If a devotee is chastising you, hurting you, you just take it up. If a devotee is appreciating you, you take it as a Lord's mercy. Never compare why that devotee is getting a special favor. I am not getting it. Actually, I am due to get that favor. But that devotee is getting a special favor. Maybe because he donated a little more. Maybe all things will be going on in the head. Nothing like that. It is your karma package and that is his karma package. Have we ever thought like this in life? In Krishna consciousness? We keep on, see, look at that Prabhu always favors that Prabhu. Anything like that. We always keep comparing. He is in a different track. You are in a different track. Never compare. If we compare, we may have a chance to leave the association. We might do that. Is this point clear? Yes. Govinda Jaya Jaya Gopala Jaya Jaya Radharana Govinda Jaya Jaya Govinda the same way, when the devotee progresses in his spiritual life, the expectation also increases. When a neophyte, a beginner devotee does a mistake, his punishment may be very mild. If the same mistake is done by a senior devotee, the punishment may be little more. For example, a 1-year-old, 2-year-old baby sits on the mother's lap and passes urine and stool. What the mother will do? Anjo, you passed again. How many times? Lulu, dudu, bukka, all they do. Imagine a 20-year-old son does that. Things are not the same for all. This is a second comparison we keep doing. Then we progress, the expectation is more. So every year devotees from Navadvip will come to Jagannath Puri for Rath Yatra. First time when the devotees came, they asked Lord Chaitanya, who is a Vaishnava? They asked this question. Lord Chaitanya said, anybody who chants Krishna's name even once is a Vaishnava. They asked Lord Chaitanya, who is a Vaishnava? Lord Chaitanya said, anyone who chants Krishna's name unconditionally without stopping all the time thinking of the Lord is a Vaishnava. The devotees went back. Then they came the third year, they asked again same question, who is a Vaishnava? Then Lord Chaitanya said, just by seeing that person, if the devotees can think of Krishna, he is a Vaishnava. So now you tell me which answer is right and which answer is wrong. All the three answers given by Lord Chaitanya in consecutive years. So something like progressing is there. When a new person comes here, his first time he is coming and in just 1 or 2 months he is coming here, he goes around the Tulasi, all his sins will get burned and he will enjoy Krishna consciousness nicely. Whereas a devotee, if he is committing sin, it won't get burnt so easily. If he commits offense, it will never get burnt. How many of us have felt that those days Krishna consciousness is very sweet? Now I don't get that taste. How many of you have felt? Almost many, right? What happens? We are new to Krishna consciousness and we have not done a single offense. Actually, that's a good part of it. When you come as a neophyte, you are a sinner, you are not an offender. We have done many sins, eating meat, all sorts of things we have done. We are sinners. But we have not done even one Vaishnava offense. Why? We don't know who is a Vaishnava. And we have never seen a Vaishnava in life. We were on the safer side. So when you come, the moment you go around the Tulsi, pray, Yani Kani Cha Papani Brahmahatya Dikani Cha. Even though you have killed a Brahmana, no problem. Just go around Tulsi 3 times, it gets burnt. We are sinners and we were not offenders. Right? But the moment we step into Krishna consciousness, small offense we keep doing. And how much ever he go around the Tulsi, sins will get burnt. But what happens? The offenses accumulates a little bit. We are not able to enjoy that sweetness. Is it clear? Yes. That is why every day morning we say, who is a Vaishnava? Vaishnava is a person, what we say in the morning after the 10 offenses we say. The person who does the 10th offense, after the 10th offense what? Every devotee who claims to be a Vaishnava must carefully guard against the 10 offenses. Got it? So, there is a small difference between a devotee and a Vaishnava. Right? This is a new lesson for me. Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur said, Bhakta and a Vaishnava. Bhakta is a general term. It's a general term. Anybody who worships Krishna is a Bhakta. Anybody who chants Krishna's name is a Bhakta. Whether he is initiated, non-initiated, he is a vegetarian, non-vegetarian, whether he believes in demigods, not. Whoever believes and chants Krishna's name is a Bhakta. If that Bhakta is offense-free, then he is called a Vaishnava. Is this clear? Yes. So, when we keep growing, the expectations are more from us. We have to really progress. Otherwise, things get very difficult. Right? If you have been to Vrindavan, Radha Damodar Ji Mandir? You all have been to Radha Damodar. You know who is the Acharya for Radha Damodar? Jiva Goswami. Jiva Goswami, he is the expert out of all the 6 Goswamis. And he is the person who wrote a lot of Sandarbhas. All the Vedanta, Tarka, Nyaya, Agamas, everything is written by Jiva Goswami. He is our philosophical foundation, actually. All our books are based on, Rupa Goswami and Sanatana Goswami, they explain different aspects of bhakti. But the whole foundation was given by Jiva Goswami in his Sandarbhas, Sat-Sandarbhas. And Jiva Goswami was the youngest of all the Goswamis. He's the youngest. And he propounded, and he was the teacher for all the next generation Vaishnavas. Narottam was his student, Shyamananda was his student, Srinivasacharya was his student, everyone was his student. You may be a disciple of any guru, but they all come and study under Jiva Goswami. He is then unanimously accepted, like we have accepted Prabhupada. My Guru may be different, your Guru Maharaj may be different. We may have different Guru Maharaj. But the education we take from Prabhupada. He is our Param Siksha Guru. Nobody can go and question him. That's the final authority for all of us. Even for the next generation which comes for 10,000 years. Prabhupada's statements are the final. Nobody can correct it. Nobody can do anything. We can implement according to the time, place and circumstance, but we cannot correct it. In the same way, Jiva Goswami was the final authority for the whole of Vrindavan. One day, a great Pandit came, very famous Pandit. He keeps defeating people, I think that was the pastime in those days, always debating on, subjects. And they go in all directions, debate on a subject and prove it, and Digvijayi Pandit. Digvijayi means a person who has conquered all the direction. You go to any corner of the world and you say Keshava Kashmiri people, yeah, he's a great scholar. We know him. Like that, Nowadays it's like Michael Jackson. You go and tell him his name anywhere, everybody knows. In Africa, Australia, India, tiny kids also know. Like that. So Digvijayi Pandit means they are famous in all the 8 directions and they have won. Not a single person had defeated them. And one such Pandit came to Vrindavan. And the Pandit said, I wanted to know who is the greatest scholar in Vrindavan. They said Rupa Goswami. So if I defeat Rupa Goswami in philosophy, that means nobody can question me. I am the uncrowned king of scholarliness. So they directed to Rupa Goswami. He came to Rupa Goswami and said, Rupa Goswami, I would like to debate with you in terms of philosophy. Rupa Goswami is such a humble person. He is not into all this debating, he is not interested. He said, I don't know philosophy so much. No, you have to prove me wrong. Then I really don't know philosophy. What do you want? Without even debating, I know you will easily defeat me. So the scholar said, okay, write and give. Rupa Goswami took the palm leaf immediately. I am defeated, I am resigned and gave off. Chalo, take it. That's all you want, not take it, go. So the Pandit was so happy, I defeated the most powerful person. And when he was crossing Vrindavan, the small boy was there. Who? Jiva Goswami. Hello, come in. What is it you are carrying? Oh, you don't know, this is the certificate given by Rupa Goswami that he got defeated. They said, okay, whatever you wanted to debate with him, can you debate with me? Who are you? I'm just a servant of that master. Come on, your master himself got defeated. What guts you have got? How dare? Said he was sick and he was not into that. But I will do it. That's it. Jiva Goswami ripped that Pandit, into millions of pieces. And the Goswami went, that Pandit went back like that. Right? So Jiva Goswami was so happy, he defeated that Pandit. Jiva Goswami happily went back to Rupa Goswami and gave back that letter and said, I smashed him. I defeated him. You know how Rupa Goswami reacted? Rupa Goswami said, you are not fit to live in Vrindavan. Leave Vrindavan immediately. See, normally what we will expect? You have gone out and defeated a great scholar and you are coming back successfully. What do you expect from devotees? Right? Devotees should appreciate us. They should have a receive us and all those things we will be expecting. But Rupa Goswami said, Jiva Goswami told him, you are not fit to live in Vrindavan. Then just banned Jiva Goswami. And Jiva Goswami went out of Vrindavan and he saw a crocodile pit. At that time Jiva Goswami was a young boy. Not a great elderly, was a very young boy. He went and saw the burrow of a crocodile on the pond bank. The crocodiles in the summer, they just go and sleep inside a mud kind of thing, like a rabbit burrow. The small boy went and slept inside that. He stayed in that for 3 months. Imagine, how seriously they take instruction. We cannot, he was sleeping there for 3 months. And Sanatana Goswami was looking around, where is Jiva? I am not able to see. Such a wonderful, sweet Vaishnava, small boy, such an where is he? I am not able to look, Then people told he is living there. Then Sanatana Goswami went and invited him, come back. No, I will explain to Rupa, no problem, you come back. He said, no, I won't come. Rupa Goswami chastised me, so I will not come. Then Sanatana Goswami went and convinced Rupa Goswami, and both of them came and took Jiva Goswami back to Vrindavan. And years passed by. Another day, Vallabhacharya came. Powerful Acharya of that Pushti Marga Sampradaya. He's a very great Acharya, and he's a close friend of Rupa Goswami, very close friend. So one day when Vallabhacharya came, Rupa Goswami has just finished his Lalita Madhava book and just gave to, and Vallabhacharya, you wrote Lalita Madhava, very nice. Can I share this? Can I read this? Rupa Goswami happily gave the book to Vallabhacharya. And Vallabhacharya read the book and said, Rupa Goswami, I feel this line is wrong. Then Rupa Goswami said, no, it is wrong. And he corrected. Then Vallabhacharya went back happily. Jiva Goswami was there on there. He called Vallabhacharya. Jiva Goswami called Vallabhacharya. Vallabhacharya, such a great, he's also a Param Vaishnava Acharya. He said, who are you to correct him? You know who he is? He is Rupa Manjari. So Manjari, the little gopi. The elder ones are called gopis, the young ones are called Manjari. Rupa Manjari. All the time serving Radharani. And he knows Radharani's heart. Who are you to correct? Vallabhacharya felt very bad. I went and corrected Rupa Manjari. He took it in the right spirit. Because he's also Param Vaishnava. Then Vallabhacharya felt so bad. I corrected Rupa Manjari, and Vallabhacharya went and started fasting for that mistake. It is a nice thing. If at all we have felt that we have hurted some Vaishnava, this is a Vaishnava method of repenting. Just fast for a meal, skip a meal, feel that wholeheartedly. I must have offended the people, so let me skip this meal. Right? It's a beautiful, sweet way of doing it. So Vallabhacharya was fasting, and somehow Rupa Goswami came to know about it. Called Jiva Goswami and scolded him and said, I don't want to see you at all. You should never ever step into Vrindavan. Just get out of Vrindavan. So did Jiva Goswami commit some mistakes seriously? These things work in a completely different platform. When the devotees, when the years pass by, when we become serious, when we become, the years go 20 years, the expectation is very subtle. Don't behave like a new first-year-old devotee. The things expected from you, the sincerity expected from you, the seva expected from you is in a different platform. But we are entirely different. The moment we become senior, no more seva. I'm senior. That is a material concept. When you become serious, they will give you a mala, everything, call your names and they will send you back home. No more job, you are retired. That is a material concept. When we grow, when we are in Krishna consciousness, the expectation is more. We should not go and complain like those complaints which we were doing in the first year. He took my rubber, he took my pencil, my chappal is missing. That's all for a first-year-old kid. We should go beyond that. The person, his level, his dealings, he should be able to embrace others and protect others. Right? So, what Rupa Goswami expected from Jiva Goswami is something very high, what he expected from him. Jiva Goswami did not do any mistake, but he got a severe punishment. He got an order, you should never ever enter Vrindavan. See, such a great soul. Again Rupa Goswami went to the same crocodile, Jiva Goswami. This time, whoever went and begged him, he did not come out. He also felt very bad. Then Rupa Goswami went and with his own beautiful hands, he made the Damodarji deity. and gave to Jiva Goswami and said, never speak to Vaishnavas until you become mature, simply worship the deity. So Jiva Goswami for many years, almost till the passing away of Rupa Sanatan, he was worshipping that Radha Damodar deity. And the deity was with so much of love, Rupa Goswami made it with own hands and he gave it. Right? So these two lessons are very, very subtle and very, very important. One is, never ever we should compare ourselves with another people. He has got his own package, I am going in my own package. And the second thing is, that when the days pass by, when we become senior, the spirituality, the demands are more and high from us. We should be mature enough to handle it. Right? Everything is expected more from us. Right? You take all the spiritual masters in ISKCON. Then the days pass by, their productivity, their seva, the volume of seva is more. They do terrific amount of seva. But on the other hand, the devotees, what they do is, I am old now, so they get retired. See, every one of us will get old and we will have joint pain. It's all natural. But you don't have to run around and do the same type of cleaning, but we can do a different level of preaching. Last 20 years I have been chanting. The chanting has got a power. We just go and preach. Easily people will become devotees. We can do a different level. The doors are always open. So when we grow up, the things expected are more. That is what happened to Jiva Goswami in a very subtle way. Very, very subtle. And Bhagavatam says, a devotee should be like a bee called Bringi. You have heard this name, Bringi? You have not heard? There is a bee. A bee, the name of the bee is called Bringi, B-E-E. Special kind of bug it is. A dark bug. Very amazing about this bug. You can go and check in the net. This bug will not mate, will not lay eggs, it will not do anything. It's a special bug. It will not reproduce by itself. This bug will go and catch other things. Spider, worms, small things, and it will bring those things and it will, keep stinging, poisonous sting, it will sting, keep on stinging. And it will cremate them on the wall or on the trees with the mud, it will seal them completely. This bug. The other living entity is completely cremated, sealed and plastered with the mud. That thing can never come out of it. And every day the Bringi will go and bite it, sting it. And the thing inside that thing is so scared, It's always scared that the guy is going to come and bite me. It can't do anything. It's scared, so much of fear. And this guy will inject poison little bit. After 15 days or 12 days, this guy will turn into a Bringi. Amazing reproduction. It's a different, nobody can understand how things work. The special Mayura, how it reproduces, the peacock. How the peacock reproduce? The special, beautiful Vrindavan peacocks. Out of ecstasy, the female peacock, actually the male one is more beautiful and that is the only living entity which is opposite. Generally, it's other way around. The females are beautiful than the male. But only in peacock family, the male one is beautiful than the female one. So the male one, just before the spring, it will just spread its wing and it will dance, and the female will be admiring like that. And the female, looking at the male's face, at the time the male will cry. There will be tear drops from the peacock. Immediately the peahen will go and drink that thing and it will conceive. Legs. Very amazing things. The world is wonderful creation. Like you see camel has got 2-3 eyelids. Different. We all have got only one eyelid. Camel has got 2-3 eyelids. One is a regular eyelid like us. And the second one is a transparent. There will be dust, sand everywhere. So the camel will put the second eyelid, which is transparent. And it will keep walking. Dust will not enter. And if at all dust enters, it will use the third eyelid. Behind that eyelid, it's all water pumped. It will wash the eyes and it'll open. Look at the creation of the Lord. Amazing, amazing creation. The deer, the deer, it will be always eating grass, but it will never eat full stomach. It will all the time. Have you seen a deer? What it will be doing? All the time eating grass. 24 hours. If it is awake, it will be eating only. All the time deer will eat grass, but it will never eat full stomach. Because it is always alert. Any time it has to run. There will be a tiger or lion behind. But the tiger is the other way around. It will eat for once or 4 or 5 days. It will nicely snore. It will sleep. And then after 4 or 5 days only it will wake up. Look for the next man. What a wonderful creation. Dragon fruit. And what is the other fruit? Malaysia is famous. Durian. Amazing. You see the watermelon? Just a juice pack, that's all. If you take any other fruit, you smash it, you will get juice and you will get that waste also. You try it with watermelon? There is no waste. It is just water. Packed nicely. What a wonderful idiots, they go and say there is no God. Such a wonderful creation, right? Okay, what was the main point I was trying to do? The bringing, the bee. So, Bhagavatam says about Lord Shiva, Lord Shiva's consciousness is like the bringing. Because, you know what the bee will be thinking 24 hours a day? All the time it is thinking about the enemy. When he will come and bite me, all the time, 24 hours, and the thought will be very deep. Thoughts on pain is very deep. Bhagavatam says, Bhagavad Gita says, in this world, Sukha and Dukkha is same. Right? Happiness and miseries are equal. But in reality is not. Misery is more. Have you ever felt, because of my kidney I enjoy my life. Because of your liver you enjoy your life. Every limb in the body cannot give you happiness, but every limb in the body can give you pain. Kidney can give you pain. Liver can give you, one nail can give you pain. Skin can, every portion in the body can give you pain. But every portion in the body cannot give you happiness. And you have a nice, suppose we give you ice cream. You enjoy ice cream, you are happy, right? Right? And after the ice cream, we take a needle and one prick nicely to all of us. Which feeling is intense? The happiness or the misery? You got happiness eating ice cream and you got a needle prick, which is really intense. Misery. And this bringy is in the bug is in misery. Scared about that, when that will come, when that will bite me. Intense feeling. It can happen. Suddenly, some of your close relatives in the hospital, your daughter, son, and the doctor says there is no chance. That feeling will be very intense, right? At that time you will be praying to Krishna, right? That prayer will be very intense. Imagine your beautiful small girl is in the hospital and she is, anything can happen at any time. Will you sleep? Will you eat food? The feeling will be so intense. That's how Acharyas were in Vrindavan. Their bhakti was that intense, so deep. Is our devotion that intense? On the verge, just like that. Okay, you have time into devotion should be that intense. That is why the boy is called Parikshit. Parikshit? He was in Uttara's womb and Ashwatatma's Sudarshan God, Brahmastra is coming to kill him. And Uttara prayed and Krishna entered. He just became a small finger size and he entered Uttara's womb and stopped Brahmastra. And this boy, the baby inside the womb, beautifully saw Krishna. Beautiful. It is explained in Bhagavatam. The navel was like a lotus. The feet was like a lotus petal. And he has got a mala, up to the knees. The Lord has got a mala up to the knees. And the butterflies and the bees, all this, he got a movie inside the womb. Parikshit saw a beautiful movie inside the womb. And the mala, the butterflies and the bumblebees are going around the mala, and the baby just enjoyed the Lord. Then when he came out, he was examining everyone. That's why he got the name Parikshit. Pariksha means test. Tamil they say Pariksha. Pariksha means test. He was testing. oh, is this man the same person I saw inside the womb? Oh, no, he is that person. Throughout his life, till the snake bit him, throughout this boy, this person was looking for that person whom he saw inside the womb. Was it that person? No, he doesn't have that. No. So intense. He was looking and searching. That's why he got that name Parikshit. Right? So devotion should be very intense. Very intense. If you study Bhagavatam, Mahabharata, Arjuna, he has done many mistakes. But Krishna always favored Arjuna a lot of times. So one day Narad Rishi wanted to know why Krishna left Dwarka. The moment Arjuna went to forest, the Supreme Lord, he has got so much of things to do. He left everything and with the Pandavas for 12 years. What the Lord is doing with the Pandavas? 12 years Lord is also in the forest. There is no punishment for him. And there are so many important things. He did not see his own wives, his own children, not attending anything in Dwarka. He rejected everybody. And what is he doing with Arjuna? What is so special in Arjuna so much? Narada's head is breaking, Why he is getting special favor? The same question. Why he is, I am a great devotee all the time chanting Narayana and he is not, he does all mistake. Why is he getting that special favor? So Narada, maybe he is Hare Krishna devotee. Right? So the great saint Narada went to forest. He wanted to meet the Lord. His head will break if he doesn't get an answer. He wanted to know why Krishna is favoring Arjuna so much, beyond the rules, beyond the regulation. What is so special in Arjuna? So Narada Muni went to him. Then he went. Krishna received Narada. Oh, you have come from so long. Why don't you go to Yamuna, take bath, eat some nice fruits, take rest. Narada Rishi is not in the mood of taking rest at all. He just wants to know why Krishna is favoring him so much. Then anyway, Lord told him. So Narada went and dipped in Yamuna, ate something and came rushing. When he came rushing, added to all these things, Krishna is sitting and Arjuna is lying, putting his head on Krishna's lap and nicely snoring. It is like adding more fuel to the fire. Already Narada is boiling. Come on. Normal human being, a Nara, a simple person, who has got birth and death and disease and all these things. And he is lying on the Supreme Lord's lap where yogis are meditating. The whole universe bows down to him. And Narada came and said, Lord, what is this I am seeing? Then Krishna said, shh, my devotee is sleeping, don't disturb. Krishna is also adding. That moment he heard, Sri Krishna Sharanam Mama, Sri Krishna Sharanam. Shri Hari Sharanam Mama, Shri Hari Sharanam. Then Krishna said, see, look, this dead matter from the body, hair doesn't have life. It's a dead, the dead matter of Arjuna, if he is so intensely chanting my name, imagine how much this person will be thinking about me. Hey Narada, Naham Vasami Vaikunte, I am not there in Vaikunta. Yoginam Hridayarava, I am not there in Yogi's heart. Mad Bhakta Yatra Kayanti Tatra Tishtami Narada. Wherever my devotee chants my name, I am right here. That's an intense call. Such a deep call. That's why Arjuna used to get all the favor. Whatever he does externally, internally is every moment, every second, every bit fraction of the time is depending on Krishna. So intense, so deep it is. That's how our Goswamis were. That's how Srila Prabhupada is. We should also learn these things. We should imbibe these things in our life. And life becomes very successful. Okay? Thank you very much. There are a couple of questions. Somebody has a question. The question is, serving devotees is more beneficial than serving the Lord. Associating with devotees is more beneficial than is it explained? It's true. Because Krishna had given the monopoly of devotion to the devotees. Krishna doesn't handle directly. Our love of Godhead lies in the hands of those devotees who are around us. When Vibhishana came He was up in the sky. Vibhishana left Ravana and he came, he completely surrendered to Lord Ramachandra, and he's floating in the sky. He's not landed. He's waiting for the permission to land. Lord Ramachandra is asking everybody. Sugriva, can we accept? Sugriva says, no, don't trust these Rakshasas, they're too dangerous. So Lord Ramachandra is asking, okay, Jambavan, can we? No, don't experiment. No. Okay, the question is whether the Lord knows about Vibhishana or not. He knows. So why can't he accept? Then finally, when Hanuman said, yes, you can accept him, then the Lord accepted. Lord wants to accept, but what he wants? A devotee's recommendation. Very important. So serve devotees, that's more important than serving the Lord, which is true. So this they have quoted from a book called The Sweet Dealings of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu by Gaur Govinda Swami. The statement is absolutely correct. We have to serve devotees. We have to, we have millions and millions of chances to serve Krishna and Vaishnavas. Immediately grab and serve the devotees. Okay? And the second statement is like the 6 limbs of surrendering, accepting favorable, rejecting unfavorable. This is all true. It is another special seminar to explain all these things. Right? These statements are all true. Another one is about Vaishnava etiquette. What is that special, or what is the explanation of Vaishnava etiquette? So, why our Acharyas gave so much importance for this behavioral mannerism? How we behave with the fellow Vaishnavas and how we express ourselves to the world. It is very important. All the great speakers, orators, Stephen Covey, Mother Teresa, all the big humanitarian people in this world, right? They have taught us how to live in this world, how to explain things to other people, how you should help poor, how you should do this. Many people have spoken about this, and Bhaktisiddhanta Maharaj said a very wonderful example. It is very difficult to digest, but he said, it is all the difference between a wet stool and a dry stool. That's all it is. You've been too good in this world. You've been so soft, so sweet, sacrificing. The world appreciates. Definitely it's a great thing. But anyway you will suffer. You'll be very good in this world, you're going to suffer. So it is very difficult to digest. Unless we are a devotee, it's very difficult to digest. You do all good humanitarian things in this world. What you will get? Suffering. If you read Srimad Bhagavatam, you can read about the king called Nriga. He did many charity and finally he got cursed. You must have experienced, I've been too good to him, so much I did to him, I helped him, and finally he turned to be my enemy. How many of you got this experience? See, many. We did good, but what you got? Bad. So, being good, being bad and all is meaningless in this world. How we deal with Vaishnavas, that becomes the Meru mountain of our whole life, the pivot point. That is why that behavioral science is given so much of importance. The Vaishnava behavioral mannerism with other Vaishnavas. Okay? Yes. Thank you very much. Any other question?
Okay.
Yes.
The book called Second Chance is all about Ajamila.
Yeah.
The question now is, I read in one of the paragraphs, all the sinners, the Yamadutas will take them to Yamadharma. And they will be punished.
Yeah.
Once the punishment has begun, there will be cleanness. Yet, how come there are so many sinners downfall onto these material things?
Okay, your question is, once they are punished, they are clean.
Yes.
That's a very good question, very important. If the question is asked by... Stop the class soon, it's getting late. Then I don't know who's that great American president. I don't know, forgot his name. He was giving that presidential speech, orator, that speech he was giving. His wife was sitting in the front row of the chair. So she took a paper and she wrote KISS, kiss, and gave it to somebody. Since she's writing, he's giving the presidential speech and his wife is writing this and in front of so many people. The moment he saw that and he stopped his speech. Then people ask, what is it? It says, keep it short, stupid. Stop it, we have to go. So Prabhuji's question is an interesting question. It is like, when a thief is caught, when somebody has stolen something, the thief is caught. Immediately he is dragged to the prison. And in the prison, the police make him do slaps, 2-3 scoldings, beat him left, right, center, something. Then they take him to court. Then the court gives a judgment. He should be imprisoned for 3 months and 500 ringgit fine. Right? Before the judgment itself, police will nicely give him 2 slaps and beat him and go through 3 box and things like that. In the same way, the moment soul leaves the body, directly taken to Yamaloka, first punishment only. If he's a man who is taking money with interest, his body will be stitched on a sewing machine. Stitch him up. Or one section punishment will be there. Then after the punishment only, Yamaraj will take our case and study whether we should be given this or not. According to that, then they will say, okay, you take birth in dog's body. Next 3 life you take birth as cat and all this blah blah goes on. Exactly like our normal court. Maybe these people adopted it from Yamaraj. So first nice beating, then only they will start hearing what it is. That's how it functions. So the other question is, what is the symptom of a person who has established a personal relationship with Krishna? Actually, I am not qualified to answer this question. But to our understanding, a great Vaishnava, we can study from Prabhupadaji's life. What are the symptoms? They never forget Krishna at any moment. And they always remember Krishna. And they are so intelligent to connect everything with Krishna. And they establish Krishna consciousness. And they have that sweet personal relationship. In the book called Nectar of Devotion, all these topics are explained. When they chant Krishna's name, tears keep flowing. And sometimes the hands will stretch, it seems. It will grow long, it will grow short. There can be deformations in the body. Then they come back to the position. They cry, they weep. They hate material comforts. They forget about food. They forget. One devotee in Tamil Nadu, he was busy building the Gopura of the temple. And he said, I was busy building the Gopura of the temple, I forgot to get married. Can you ever heard a statement like this? He was so busy in seva, he forgot about his marriage at all. That kind of intense service mood. And for the answer to this question, you can refer to Nectar of Devotion. Different bhavas and different things are explained about a devotee who has established a personal relationship with Krishna.
Sorry, coming back to the same question.
Okay.
I didn't get the answer yet.
Yeah.
After the punishment, he is clean.
He's not clean.
Will he be back to Godhead or again down to the...
He's not clean. They just gave him a sample. We go for prasadam hall, first we taste sample, then we take a plate and take a whole meal.
But he said that Jesus is told his cleansing.
Oh, not exactly like that. Ajamila's case is different. He chanted Krishna's name, that's why his sins were clean. Not because of the punishment.
No, sorry, I'm not talking about Ajamila's story was there.
Yeah.
But there the paragraph generally written that any source is sins against in the material world will be corrected by the Yamadutas.
Okay.
And once they go through the punishment, the soul will be cleansed.
Okay.
But now it stops there, completely. I don't know.
According to the previous, maybe the punishment is over. Once the punishment is over, as per the previous karma, he is sent and allowed to take a body like that. That's how it goes complete. Right? The moment punishment is over, okay, So what? He is not qualified for liberation. Till the date he is getting qualified, going for the next birth as per this category. Whatever he has done, he takes the next birth. Again he does good and bad. It goes on. The story goes on. It is not getting over. Everything gets over means he is liberated. No more birth. His account is clear. That means he is liberated. Maybe I think you should study the purport. What Prabhupada has given explanation. Prabhupada must have explained it. Good person. Okay. Thank you very much. So please practice all these points whenever you can apply. And you can practice only when you actively get involved in the seva and sadhana. Ayyo, Prabhuji said all these things, okay Baba, I will keep away from Vaishnava so that no chance for Vaishnava prana. Intelligent. Not like that. We have to jump inside that arena, double up everything, do real seva, relate with all Vaishnavas beautifully and achieve this point, right? So hope all devotees, wonderful Vaishnavas will be more and more involved in all the sadhana, spiritual activities, your sadhana, personal sadhana and service to the Supreme Lord. Thank you very much. Shri Prabhupada ki jai.